Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to tell you guys a story about when I got released from jail in the middle of the night. I know I made a short video about it, but let me tell you guys the full story because it was kind of scary. The jail I was in Knoxville, they have two different jails. They have one that's like way out in the country, and then they have one that's downtown. I don't know how they decide where you go, or if you're sentenced, you go to the one downtown. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. At that jail, it was really weird. It was like really old school. It was different than any jail that I had been to. The pod was surrounded by bars, but it was inside, I think, brick. If you've been there, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember because it was a long time ago. But what I do remember is when you stood in the middle of the pod, you could look out a window, and the window was the Tinassee River, and it was downtown Knoxville, like kind of by the football stadium and stuff. Of course, you know, there's bars in front of you and everything, but you could see like the moon and whatever. It was kind of nice to be able to look outside and see. I had never experienced that. That was the only jail that I got to look out a window. The rest of the jails, the windows were always covered up. When it came time for me to get released, they call my name. It's the middle of the night. I'm like, who the heck am I gonna call? It's the middle of the night. You try to call anyone that you can, think of any numbers, call your family, anybody. Nobody's gonna answer the phone at that time. I feel like the police station, they just don't care. Maybe they hope you'll do something or get in trouble in the middle of the night or something happens so they can bring you back to jail. I don't know. It's funny too, because the courthouse isn't far from the jail downtown, but there's nothing there. You've got like the bars, there's a place called Market Square, there's bars and restaurants, but all that was closed. When I got released from that jail in the middle of the night, in downtown Knoxville, there was nothing open. So in the middle of the night, I had to take off on foot and walk through downtown, go across the bridge, this long bridge, by myself in the middle of the night to get to the closest gas station. And hope and pray they let me use their phone, because some gas stations won't let you use their phone unless you buy something, or some don't even let you use it at all. And then you got to try to ask somebody on the street, and usually people are not nice. They're not going to just let you use their phone in the middle of the night. But I was scared. I was really scared walking through Knoxville in the middle of the night by myself, but I didn't have a choice. I just couldn't believe they did that. It was me and one guy that got released at the same time. I don't know where he went. I just know I was speed walking out of there. I did not want to be around that jail anymore. But yeah, it was really scary. I mean, anything could happen. You could get kidnapped. I'm grateful it didn't rain because that would have been worse. I don't know why jails do that. I don't know why they release you in the middle of the night like that. I had some of you guys asking if your clothes fit or not. What happens if your clothes don't fit? They don't care. Most of the time when I went to jail and got out, I gained weight. And I would just have to wear whatever I wore in. And yes, everything would be hanging out. I mean, they don't care. You're just money, and that's it. I'm blaming the system. The system is messed up. The system is broken. It's horrible that people have to suffer, and we're expendable. They don't care about us. There's so many ways you can end up in jail that the average person has no idea. And I know for a fact, just by reading comments that people leave, society has no clue how you can end up in jail besides, like, you know, what they saw on TV, pretty much. We're not taught the laws, but we're supposed to know the laws. Make that make sense. We shouldn't have to learn the laws by breaking them because we don't know them. That's crazy. That right there should let you know how the system works. It's all about money. And once you get in the system, it's hard to get out of the system. Even if I pay to get my stuff expunged, it's still like, it's off my record, but it's on my record still. It's just not seen by everyone. It's tough. I did some research. Online it says the most common charges in jail are for possession or related to that. Addicts are just being punished. They're being punished for having a problem and not being helped. That's not right. There's people that struggle with mental health that are in jail. There are people that are homeless in jail. They don't have anywhere to sleep, so they go to jail to sleep and have a roof over their head. There are people in there that are accused of doing something they never did. Maybe somebody didn't like you and they called the police on you, and it's not right. Having a record or not, all you need is that one person. And it's just crazy to me that that's how the laws work, but I mean, we can't change the laws ourselves. I'm doing my best to help educate you guys, so hopefully you know if you get in these situations what can happen. It's the same as if you're around someone and they have something illegal on them, you're gonna get in trouble too. It's not like it used to be. Times have changed. And what's crazy to me is that the felonies that I have are not felonies in all the states. Some states, it's only a misdemeanor because it's possession. In Canada, they don't even charge you with that anymore because they're trying to help addicts. They're trying to rehabilitate. Other countries rehabilitate. They don't punish. Some people need help. I'm not excusing the things addicts do when they're using that are illegal. I am just saying, if you help an addict and you take the substance out, I guarantee you they're not going to do those illegal things anymore. The people that I know that are in recovery would never do any of the things that they did in active addiction. They would never do that in sobriety. They would never commit crimes. They would never drive without a license or steal at a store. They wouldn't do that. Just know there are other ways to go to jail than what people think. Educate yourself the best way you can. Know what to do when you get pulled over. Know what to do, how to handle the police if they start asking you questions. I've talked about this. I'm scared to start driving again because in Georgia they have tag readers. So if I'm driving my car that's in my name and an officer gets behind me, he can read my tag, read my name, pull my past up, and automatically he's going to stereotype me and automatically he's going to start questioning me no matter how long ago it was. That's just how it is. You could be out of trouble for 20, 30 years. You get pulled over by the police. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to look at you like you just committed that crime. That's just how it is. It's crazy. Try to educate yourself, you guys. Do your best to stay out of jail. It's horrible. You don't know how jail is going to be until you get there. If you've never been to jail, or if you've never been to the jail where you're getting arrested at, you don't know what's about to happen. You don't know what kind of conditions you're walking into. You don't know who's going to be in there with you. Yes, there are good people and there are bad people. There are people that just made mistakes and there are bad people that need to be locked up. But you don't know who is going to be with you when you get in jail. You don't know what COs are going to be there. You don't know how they're going to treat you. You don't know the judge. There are judges, COs, officers that are addicts, alcoholics. So you don't know if you're going to get that judge, officer, CO. You don't know if they're going to take their frustrations out on you. You don't know if they're not coherent enough to know what's going on when it comes to your case or arresting you or whatever it is. You don't know. So just educate yourself. Do your best to stay out of jail. If you're struggling with addiction, reach out for help. There is so much help out there and you don't have to do it alone. Recovery is possible. Do we all recover? No, but recovery is possible and you can keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. But anyway, I'm done rambling. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. See ya.